Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome to McBoss Capital live stream. My name is Michael Chu. Today is Friday, August 21, 2026 at 9:16 a.m. here, Mountain Time, past 11 a.m. Eastern Time. We have Nasdaq up 0.3%. It is down this morning. It has bounced back a little bit. You can see the intraday chart on the QQQ here. We open nicely, but then we kind of come down pretty hard, and then now we're coming back up slowly. So it looks okay. So that's where the market stand at this moment. Dow Jones up zero point 0.7, so this one is doing a lot better. We have S&P up zero point 0.5. The volume is much lower on Nasdaq, but near almost neutral on NYSE. So yeah, so that's what that is. Let's go to Nasdaq here, composite on the daily chart. Here we are kind of in a downtrend, right? Because you can see we're making lower highs and we're also making lower lows, right? So yesterday we make a new low. Today we bounce back slightly to the pink line here, which is 21 day. We're still below the 10 days. So again, very clearly we are usually when we below the 10 day, we consider that a downtrend, especially when the 10 days now starting to slope downward, right? So that's the problem right now. So even though today is a positive green day, on the bigger picture is still in a downtrend. Let's go to S&P. Very similar action here. We make a new low yesterday, coming down to the 21 day. Today we bounce. Again, the bounce is very weak today when you're looking at the big picture because we are still below the 10 day. Here we're not even touching the 10 day right now. So we could close at the 10 day that could happen today. Maybe we'll set up for a potential gap up on Monday. Who knows, right? But but overall, the picture is downtrend. You can see, from more than a week ago, it's like probably what 7 sessions ago last week, we had a high, and from there we has keep coming down. Of course, like I said, we could bounce from here, so that's something we don't know yet, right? So we'll have to see. Here's Dow Jones. This one has been sliding much more than the others. You can see we came very close to the red line here. And today we bounced back to the pink line, which is 21 day. We're still below the 10 day again. All indexes are clearly below the 10 day. We haven't even bounced back to the green line yet. So that's the negative, right? Here's Russell. Russell is actually trading at the bottom of today's range, which is not good. Let me just quickly bring up IWM on the intra chart here. So you can see we opened strong, but then we came down hard, and it's bouncing, but it's not much of a bounce so far, which is the problem, right? The bounce is so weak today, intraday wise. This is not looking good. Yeah. So again, all four index clearly below their 10-day. And you can see the recent trend is we are in a downtrend as we make lower highs and lower lows. So that's the negative part. Okay, on the stocks on the move, we can take a quick look here. We have Raw Store reported here. Let me see how it's doing. So this morning we kind of move up, gap up, but now it's kind of slowly coming back down below the 10 day. Again, 10 day is a very important trend line. That's what I follow most of the time because it really does show the strength, in terms of short-term strength. Yeah. And right now, after the earnings, we gap out and come back down. It's not a very good sign. We have VIRT here in the financial, ERO Copper Corp also moving today. So let's take a look at ERO Copper here. This one is kind of, if you treat this as a handle, then we have a breakout right here, right? We still have the previous high here, which is a traditional buy point, but this is considered a breakout right now. Right now it's trading at 47% of the range today, in terms of this bar. but obviously we don't include the gap, but that's where it is, and it's up 5% from yesterday. Where SBLK, the Starship bulk carrier, all the ship guys are doing really well. Um, Again, commodities, metals, shipping, those areas are doing really well right now. Here's a bounce from this morning low, closing like if we close here, it will be a new high. So that is again moving right. Recently breakout, pull back and then bounce. So yeah, very good chart. FCX, another one that is in the mining related area. Freeport McMoran, this one also breakout. So lots of stocks are breaking out today, and the gap up is it's good, but usually they do pull back because it's so far extended from the 10 day. So if you own it, that was great. But if you don't own it, I usually don't chase. But yeah, because it's so far off the 10 day. If it's closer, maybe I'll consider it, but it's just so far away right now. But they're moving. These stocks are moving. GNK, another shipping stock. Phillips, PSX, this is another refinery, also doing well. DHT, also moving. AEM, another mining gold. HMY Gold, Harmony. Ship, another shipping stock. NUE still related. AU Gold related. Target report earnings yesterday. Let's just take a quick look here. Where is that? This one is making new high. This was a volatile day after the earnings, but it was able to keep going after that. So that is really good. With some financial bouncing, but they're still pretty weak. XYZ here in the block, XYZ block. Let's take a look. So you can see it's trying to bounce, but it hasn't made much movement, right? A lot of the financials they're bouncing today, but they're not making like newer high or recent high. It's still kind of trading at the bottom of the consolidation, which is not good. NMM also doing really well. Tech Resources, Tasco Energy, BWLP, and TNK. So a lot of stocks in the commodities and oil and gas, right? Doing really well today. That's where the strength is. Let's just take a quick look at tech because you don't see any tech on here. Again, not the strongest area right now. Definitely, they're just trying to survive at this moment. Let's look at SMH below the 10 days, so technically downtrend. Almost making, yeah, might be making a new low this morning. 55632555610. Yeah, so it did slightly make a new low. So trading at the bottom of the range too, not a good sign right now. Um, let's look at software. IGV here, bouncing from the low this morning. Again, it's been doing that for the last 4 or 5 sessions, just not making much movement. But yeah, but today's bounce is nice, one up 1% right now. So we'll see if software still have some energy or not to bounce back. But right now it's still trading near the 10 day, which doesn't mean much because it could easily break down here. So that's that. We already talked about energy, mining, yeah, financial, health, yeah, health. Let's take a look at XLV here because health did really well yesterday, I believe, or the day before. Yeah, the day before Wednesday. Really big move that day. Today is bouncing as well, so up 1.7% right now. So yeah, so those are some area that has some momentum. Thank you all for watching. We'll come up with new videos this weekend. Bye now.